Let's chat for a minute about CBD. And CBD oil is very popular, right? Everybody is so excited about CBD oil. And what I love about Young Living is they really did spend a considerable amount of time researching cannabidiol oil, right, to make sure that we were able to provide the best for our customers. We've partnered with Nature's Ultra. We don't sell it directly through ourselves, it's through Nature's Ultra. But they are our exclusive provider as our seed to seal certified supplier for several reasons. Purity, the THC levels, right? So it's an isolate, so there's zero THC, the synergy, and the effectiveness of it. So the cannabis plant is not technically hemp or marijuana. Both hemp and marijuana are both from the cannabis plant, but they differ in one main area. So the THC is a specific molecule that is what makes them different, right? It's that specific molecule that we're looking at. So marijuana is a term used to describe a final plant product of cannabis plant that contains more than 0.3% of THC by dry weight. THC is that psychoactive molecule in a plant. And hemp is a term used when the final plant product of cannabis is less than 0.3% THC. Okay, so I know it's sort of kind of like semantics, but it really isn't when it comes to the world of cannabis or the world of CBD specifically. And so the words are often interchanged. Cannabis plant is often referred to as hemp, but technically there are many species of cannabis, and there are three main species that are recognized that we look at, which would be the cannabis sativa, the cannabis indica, and the cannabis let me see if I can pronounce this right, ruderalis. Okay, so Nature's Ultra uses hemp from the cannabis sativa. Okay, that 2018 Farm Bill classified both marijuana and hemp as two different substances because they affect the endocannabinoid system differently. So when we start to understand that cannabinoids are plant chemicals that are secreted by the cannabis flower, and when we use them on our bodies, they can actually help bind to our endocannabinoid system receptors found in our brain and our body to help support various systems and cellular health and mental focus and brain health and calming and nerve support and muscle and tissue support. So it's really interesting when you get into the science behind all of this. But what I want to touch on is the idea behind using pure CBD isolate and what sets Young Living's apart from all the other brands out there. And we have to remember that when you use a CBD isolate, you're using a specific molecule of the plant as opposed to the synergy. And so when you hear people talking about CBD oil, they often will kind of throw these words around like synergy or full spectrum or different things that make sense to them based on this idea of entourage, right? So when you have all of the molecules, you get this entourage effect, meaning it works better. The synergy is better when there's more. The only issue with that is that oftentimes people will claim entourage effect when it really isn't. They have not left the full in there. Okay, it is still somewhat isolated and somewhat specific because they're just saying, well, there's THC in there just in small amounts, so that helps with the entourage effect. But that's still a fractionated CBD oil. So we have to remember that oftentimes these words are thrown around, but people don't really understand them. So what Young Living has done, which is very specific, is we've taken this isolate and we've created what's called a smart synergy. And that smart spectrum synergy, so the smart spectrum that is specific to Young Living is a synergy because we've added the monoterpenes in that help to activate the molecules so that they can actually be more bioavailable. So we have what I consider one of the best CBD oils on the market today. And the great thing about Young Living's Nature's Ultra is that it's guaranteed to be synthetic and toxin free. Did you guys know that the CBD plant itself is one of this things that is so good at cleaning the soil, cleaning groundwater, cleaning the air? That is what this plant is known for, the cannabis plant. And it basically removes toxins from the earth. It's like a toxin vacuum cleaner. So if you purchase CBD from plants that were grown in non-organic environments, or maybe the farm down the road is non-organic, or maybe there's like air traffic over and you're getting jet fuel onto your plants, the CBD plant itself, that cannabis plant, will suck in the toxins. And so then the manufacturers have this kind of job to do in cleaning it. Well, the best thing about Young Living, the company we partnered with, Nature's Ultra, is that company specifically is in an area that is pure, 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 so that you're guaranteed the original plant is synthetic free. It doesn't have all these pulling from the earth toxins. Okay, so it's a phytoremediation is what it's called. And so I just want you to understand, you might want to look that term up, phytoremediation, because it's very interesting. And even recycled rain, you got to be real careful about how these plants are grown. And Nature's Ultra has a 1,500-acre hemp farm that is high altitude in Colorado, and these plants thrive there. And so you are assured to get a great smart spectrum, fully toxic free CBD oil. And really, when it comes to CBD, honestly, hardly any company can claim that they understand their soil. If you want to ask a friend, do you know where the seed comes from? Do you know where the soil comes from? Do you know what neighboring farms are around? And usually they say it doesn't really matter. We leave that up to the farmers, but really it does matter. And Gary was noted for saying, know your soil, know your oil. The same applies here. So I love our CBD oil, and it's a great way to support all sorts of things within your body and on your body, and you can apply it wherever, and it's awesome. So I hope that you enjoy using the CBD. I've been using it for several months now, and I actually really love it. So good job. Thank you, Young Living, for partnering with Nature's Ultra. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Bye.